Tony said there is a known issue that causes longer input buffers than expected on some attacks. So there you go, guys. A lot of people had a theory about this. This actually is a thing. We have a fix ready and are testing to get this fix out ASAP. I hope it's within the next patch. 11 frames. No, I just learned, Shaggy. Oh my god. All right, what did they do to my boy? No. Damn, 11 frames. It just cancels into a down tilt if you try to go too fast. Well, at least that works still. So Shaggy can... You know what? Actually, you can still kind of do this if you read people's dodge. So you could go jab, jab, read the dodge, and then go into that. And then jab, jab, read the dodge, go into that. So you can go, Oh my god, it didn't work. Shaggy, no. At least this will kill. Yesterday, MultiVersus hit us with a huge list of changes and all kinds of fixes coming to the game in the coming weeks. They didn't say all of that was coming in one patch. It's going to be spread out progressively as they work through bugs and fixes and get those things implemented. I made a video talking about all of that, so if you want to see the full list of changes, check the pinned comments down below or the description. We made that video yesterday. But today, they officially dropped patch 1.02. And some of those fixes have already been implemented, and you guys, like Velma fans, are really gonna love this. She got hella buff, and it's only just the beginning. There's gonna be more changes coming soon, so you don't want to miss out on that. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date on all the latest and help raise that 38% even higher. Now let's get into this update. They shouted us out and said, while you wait to jump back in, here are patch notes to look over. Please know that we have more fixes in the works and have a heavier character balance patch coming in the future. And other stuff as well that we'll be talking about after that. They straight up said are coming to the game, but they just haven't been able to implement just yet. So shout out to PFG. They said, hello MVPs. Thank you for your continued feedback on Discord, Reddit, and the rest of the social channels. We've been paying close attention to all your discussions and are working hard to improve a number of high priority issues with MultiVersus. Our top priority for this patch is integrating additional fixes for Xbox performance issues and desyncing in matches. For those that know, last week they did drop a patch to fix the Xbox performance issues, but it didn't really do much for a lot of people, unfortunately. So hopefully, I'm hoping you guys let me know in the comments right now if you're watching this video, if this actually made a change for you on Xbox, if you have not been desyncing at all or very little, and things are working smooth for you. I hope so. Following the update, please drop by the socials to let them know how you feel about the improvements that they've made. In addition to performance changes, we've made several balancing updates to many character abilities, perks, and more. You'll be happy to know the repairs to Iron Giant have been completed, and he's finally out of the shop and ready for action. So a lot of people that bought Iron Giant last week, you'll finally be able to use him now. Read on for the full breakdown of changes, and don't forget to let them know what you think after you've had a chance to play. Absolutely, guys, feedback is major key right here. We all can do our part in playing the game, finding these issues, and laying it out here, whether or not it's in these comments or it's going to be posted to the social medias. Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna let whoever I can know of these issues and get these things fixed. So in general, all characters now have a 15 frame repeat move lockout on their ground side attack combo, so their jabs. This will prevent individual fighters from alternating ground, side attack, and dodge to lock enemies and hit stun for an extended period of time. Looking at Joker, looking at Wonder Woman, plenty of characters had this where they were able to jab, jab, or single jab, dodge, cancel to continue and lock you into essentially a chain loop, sometimes from 0 to 100%. That seemingly has been fixed and won't be an issue going forward. I'm glad I held off on a few character guides. Camera minimum distance and 1v1s have been increased, so there you go. That's been a huge request since the closed test footage from last month. They went ahead and they've increased it a little bit more. I would like to see a slider eventually implemented in options to give everybody an individual adjustment of whatever it is that they prefer. But I get it. This is just the first step. Hopefully, it's a good change. 2v2s have been pretty good, but 1v1 has been the main culprit of this one. There's only two characters on the screen and up close on each other. It can be very difficult to see things, especially when you're in the air. All available profile icons, banners, badges, ring outs, and announcer packs will appear in the cosmetics section of the Fighters tab. Previously, some unknown cosmetics were shown. So general bug fixes address issues impacting performance on Xbox Series X and S, fix 2 issues causing matches to desync, and fix an issue where parrying an attack will not always put the victim in a parry stun. I have not ran into that, but I'd be very salty if I landed that and that happened to me. So again, hopefully Xbox is working good, and all platforms all across the board. Perks, Airwalker got now limited to 1 use per airtime. Holy shit. Fix an issue where attempting to spawn a platform would not consume an air evade, and fix an issue where LeBron could not spawn a platform when he did not have a basketball. So this is actually very usable on LeBron now. And it seems like it was a little bit more nerfed because people were doing some crazy combos off the side of the stage with the wall. I saw Jason in particular was able to just combo people to death. It's still usable. It was pretty cool with seeing what some people were able to pull off, and it was kind of situational in that sense. So we'll have to play and see how Airwalker is now. So here we go. Banana Guard, ground side special, got a nerf. Its active hitbox window was reduced by 2 frames. Good riddance. This move was just way too active initially, so this will hopefully make the character a little bit easier to deal with. The aerial one, this isn't going to affect the aerial one, but man, I would like to see that get tweaked as well, but to see how this affects the character overall. Black Adam, ground side attack, 1 jump branch window delayed by 6 frames. Jump branch window, so that's the cancel window, right? The cancel window for a jump was delayed by 6 frames on the ground side attack 1, and his jab 2 had it delayed by 8 frames. So 2 nerfs for Black Adam. I feel like this is going to be a common thing we see across many characters because of the way that you could cancel jabs. I don't think they intended it to be that way, so it seems like that is essentially getting changed. Bugs Bunny got a bug fix. Fix an issue where bugs could cancel hit stun by jumping in on certain conditions. I don't see anything. Oh, this is for his ground down special. Interesting that his nair wasn't really tweaked. I mean, I'm not seeing a whole lot of bugs players do it, but you can do like nair to down air, or nair into like up air. It can get pretty hectic and chaotic with Bugs Bunny, as it usually is. Maybe that's something that they'll address in the future, but it seems that there was a bug fix that they went ahead and did for this character. Garnet, air and ground side special cooldown. The cooldown version of it, I guess. Fixed an issue where the knockback angle was now it's more vertical. Okay. I wonder if that technically is going to nerf her because of, or as horizontally before. Holy crap, Gizmo. Okay, this character was a menace, man. Seriously, it was pretty cool to see Gizmo players play this character and just see how much mileage they can get on him. No pun intended with that car, but this character was crazy strong. Gizmo's maneuverability and size made him incredibly difficult to pin down. His movement combined with his incredibly strong zoning game makes it nearly impossible for some characters to even get the edge against him. Hell yeah. These changes should help bring Gizmo's evasiveness more in line with the cast, so it's easier for other characters to get up close and punished. That was an issue with Gizmo. Not only is he very small, he's very, very quick and deceptively fast. It was kind of hard to like get in on this character and combo him and hit him multiple times. So let's see what they did. Ground side attack is jab 2. Dodge branch window delayed 10 frames. So dodge cancel window is delayed by 10 frames and prevents terrain bounce on knockback. His ground side attack. Okay. Air and ground neutral attack. On whiff, his branch window is delayed by 8 frames. So on whiff. So if you miss this, if you're just spamming this outright and not landing the hit, the window for it will be delayed by 8 frames. And the cooldown is no longer refunded on successful fire arrow hits. So there is that. Air and its ground neutral attack. That's his arrow. So on whiff, it's delayed by 8 frames. Interesting. Ground side special. This is the car. Car's HP is reduced to 8 from 10. So it'll die faster. Car's explosion hitbox was reduced by 25%. Jeez. And maximum overheat duration reduced to 1.25 seconds from 2 seconds. And the cooldown increased to 18 seconds from 15 seconds. So this character got nerfs all across the board. An aerial side special now always transitions to umbrella float if the attack whiffs. So now if you whiff, if you throw this out there, you're just trying to fish a hit on it, it'll switch to the floating animation. And that seems like it's a bug fix, so it wasn't intended for it to function in the other way. So it seems like now it'll be easier to punish if they're just throwing it out there. I don't see this dropping Gizmo below A tier. It's still a really solid character. It just seems like it's going to be easier to hit and keep up with this character now. Harley's side and up attack were granting her very easy combos for very little risk. These changes should help keep her combo game intact while making slide and up attack feel less like do everything buttons. Ground up attack. Knockback has been increased to 1800 from 1663, so a grounded up attack or up smash or up tilt is now going to kill a little bit earlier and knock enemies a little bit further away. And on hit, the branch window is delayed by 10 frames, so you can't just do this and then jump up and follow it up immediately. You got to wait like at least 10 frames before you can actually cancel it. So that seems like that was an issue as well. Ground down attack. This friggin' move. Startup window before charge increased 4 frames. Startup window after charge increased by 2 frames. So this move is going to have a little bit of a delay in between. Slide combos into follow-ups faster. Hit stun reduced significantly to compensate. That seems like it was a fix. Maximum movement from charge reduced by 15% and now ignores player collision during movement. Leg hurt box size increased slightly. That was an issue. I felt like there was a lot of times where I would read a Harley was doing the slide attack and I would throw out a forward air or an attack to hit her, and I would still get hit because there wasn't, I guess, a big enough hit box or hurt box on her leg in order to counter it. So now it seems like that is a little bit different now, so you'll be able to punish it accordingly. The slide was kind of ridiculous, but I don't see this hurting her movement speed at all in any way. She'll still be good outside in her neutral, outside of these attacks, I mean. Iron Giant, as always, this character is always gonna have paragraphs, guys. Iron Giant play was dominated by his easy to input infinites and a few early kill setups. We're hoping that removing his most egregious setups will make him feel more like the rest of the cast, and we do feel good about letting players play with him again. Nice. Passive, his rage meter gained from allied damage taken reduced to 60% of damage taken down from 80%. Rage meter gained from ally ring out reduced to 30%. Total meter from 35, so 5% decrease. Defensive burst cooldown increased to 29 seconds from 25 seconds. And they had a fix of defensive burst knockback, made it a little bit more horizontal. And defensive burst knockback was also reduced. Dang, nerfs all across the board. I see one positive, and it's just armor on his ground side special. Ground down attack, knockback angle made more horizontal, incorrectly listed previously on the other patch. And ground side special fighters are now immediately released when Iron Giant performs an emote. Fighters are now immediately released when Iron Giant leaves the ground. Can't cheese people anymore with that. Grab release knockback angle made more horizontal. Grab release hit stun is reduced, and the startup window was increased. Armor is being applied a little bit earlier though. So in general, the character is not cheesing us anymore. Rage mode, down attack now incurs a repeat move lockout to prevent infinitely trapping enemies. And same thing for his air and ground attack when it comes to rage mode. Cooldown increased to 1.5 from 0.75 seconds. And rage mode neutral special fixed an issue where Iron Giant was performing his non-rage neutral special while in rage mode. There you go. The character's back. People will be able to play him now. Now, if you bought him with the intentions of cheesing people with infinite, how dare you? Things are a little bit more normal now. Jason actually got a change. He got a buff. Ground dash attack now will block projectiles. That's kind of cool. The character itself is kind of having a hard time getting in on people, especially since he's a lot slower. He's a much bigger target. This will help him out in 2v2s, especially now. And if you combine this, I guess, with the projectile perk to help him get in, you could also use his ground dash attack to get in even more and block incoming projectiles. So some more utility for Jason's moves. I would like to see them kind of help out his speed. I know he's a bigger character, so he's supposed to be a little bit slower. But I feel like the animation of when his moves start, maybe the hurt box or the hit boxes should start up a little bit sooner, maybe make him a little bit quicker there, because he's having a hard time when he's getting juggled to kind of like get enemies off of him. I know you should be dodging out of the way and then punishing accordingly, but give this character something, man. At least make his nair come out a little bit quicker, right? That'll help him out big time, especially if he's being juggled because it hits in front and then definitely underneath him. Morty got 2 fixes. Air and ground neutral attack. Fix an issue when firing a grenade lock-on projectile would trigger Morty's snake's cooldown. I could see that being annoying. And ground side attack. Fix an issue where Morty could not jump or dodge during his side attack combo. So Morty will actually benefit a lot from this. His snake cooldown won't be unnecessarily used away. And his ground side attack, you can jump out of it or dodge out of it. So, or his grounded side attack, you can jump out of it. Nice. Rain Dog got a nerf on his ground side attack. His jump branch window delayed was by 6 frames on his jab 1. Oh my god, Shaggy. We have reverted the Shaggy air neutral attack so that it can be canceled earlier on hit, but it did not get into this patch. Damn it. This change will be coming in a patch in the very near future. Ground side attack 2. His jab 2 jump branch window delayed 11 frames. No. No, I just learned Shaggy. Oh my god. Damn it. Shoutouts to TK, but he was doing this cool thing where you could do jab, jab, jump into a down air to kind of like knock enemies down. And seemingly, depending how quick you were, you could kind of like chain it together. It seems like you won't be able to jump and down air easily because now there's an 11 frames of delay for his side attack. We got to boot up and check that out real quick. An air and ground neutral special fixed issue where Shaggy would float away while charging up rage under certain conditions. I saw that when you kind of run a certain way and then you turn around and then you press the charge, it'll kind of slide Shaggy slowly away. I've seen that happen a couple times. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but hold up, guys. All right, what did they do to my boy? No. Damn, 11 frames. It just cancels into a down tilt if you try to go too fast. Well, at least that works still. So Shaggy can... You know what? Actually, you can still kind of do this if you read people's dodge. So you could go jab, jab, read the dodge, and then go into that. And then jab, jab, read the dodge, go into that. So you can go, Oh my god, it didn't work. Shaggy, no. At least this will kill. Well, you know... I wonder if that's dodgeable. Well, Shaggy's still in a good spot. This character does crazy damage. A really good character overall. Hopefully the aerial neutral attack will actually make it in here sooner. Because right now, you can use it and it's decent to break armor with it. But overall, you don't really get too much benefit out of using it right now as a Shaggy player. Superman ground side attack 3. His jab 3 remove the ability to jump or dodge out of the rapid jab attack. I haven't seen many Supermans doing that. I haven't really played against much, probably 2 or 3 Supermans. So that's interesting. I wonder how that affects him if he was able to basically jab lock people in as well. Taz has an air down attack change. His hitbox size has been increased for it, but there is also a nerf. Now it has a repeat move lockout to prevent infinitely trapping enemies. Was that a thing that Taz players were doing? Joker. We are aware of Joker's strength and are assessing ways to bring him more in line with the current cast of fighters. These balance changes will be introduced in an upcoming patch. So Joker is going to be getting some significant changes soon, it seems like, because he is pretty good. He's pretty strong. Air side special. I got a nerf on whiff branch window, delayed 5 frames. So that's not too bad of a nerf. This basically means that if you're just spamming it and not landing it on enemies, you won't be able to just continue to cancel out of it or spam it over and over again. You have to land it in order for it to continue to connect into itself, because you can do that. We've seen some people do that in tournaments as well. So now on whiff, if you're just throwing this out there hoping that it lands a hit on the enemy, you gotta be careful. 5 frames, guys. Tom and Jerry ground side attack jab 2 and 3 got the hit stun reduced slightly, so now people will be able to break out of that a little bit more. I saw this in 2s. It was kind of a problem. Maybe in 1s as well, it was even worse, but I've only come across Tom and Jerry's recently in 2s where they would just jab, 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 hold you there, and then the teammate would switch jabs, and then they would continue over and over again. So the hit stun was reduced slightly on that, so you can kind of escape it more, I would imagine. And here we go, Velma. We are aware of some very early field issues with Velma following the initial patch. These are the start of some planned adjustments we have for her, and we will have more to share in the coming weeks. Ground side attack. I love to see the plus signs all across the board. Ground side attack, more reliably combos from attack 2 to attack 3. Air and ground neutral attack. Hitbox now better covers Velma's arm and head, and removed automatic targeting on ally. Air up attack, increase the movement control. Air down attack, increase movement control. Air and ground down special, cooldown reduced to 80 seconds from 120. And air side special, increase the movement control. So movement control means how far or how much of a control you have, you can move her while executing that attack. So you can kind of slide her left and right. She did get some hitbox fixes on her ground neutral attack, but this could also help with hitbox issues because you'll be able to slightly move the move a little bit more to help it land a little bit more efficiently. So that's a good change right now. They did say that these are the start of the plans adjustments they have for her. There's going to be more to share in the coming weeks. So this is a decent start, I guess. I don't think this is going to shoot her up immediately in the tier list. Maybe it'll make her actually usable and functionable. But in general, I think that we're going to have to wait a little bit more to see Velma jump into like the A tiers, which I hope we see her there soon. Every character in A tier. And Wonder Woman got another nerf. We are aware of Wonder Woman's strength and are assessing ways to bring her more in line with the current cast of fighters. These balance changes will be introduced in an upcoming patch. She got Her bracer meter now resets when she is wrung out. I thought this was a thing all across the board for all characters, because Joker could do it too. If he had meter and he died, he'd come back with the meter. So that is not the case for Wonder Woman anymore, which I feel like I liked that change because it made actually using it a possibility. Before, in beta, you couldn't really use this move unless you were actively going for it. Now it's kind of similar in that sense. I would have liked to see instead that they reduce the knockback and the killing power of the bracer move. I feel like it's a little ridiculous. At 40%, it can actually kill. Not even at fully charge, at half charge, which is ridiculous. They should honestly reduce the knockback on that. We'll see now, because the meter does build up faster per life, so you could actively be going for it with her side special, her grounded side special, with the armor on that, and then using the armor on her down special as well to build it up. So overall, you can still use it now per life, but you can't just stockpile it. Because what I would do previously is I would actually, if I get that on the first health, I wouldn't even use it. I would save it until the opponent has one stock left, or I'm under. I need to get a kill right now ASAP. Was really overwhelming in 2s. In 1s, it was really good, had very great utility. There are more changes coming to the character's kits. Hell, I mean, I loved this change. I felt like it was a little excessive and kind of crazy with how strong it is. Overall, it seems like they're listening to the feedback, and I would love to see all characters get some tweaks. They're not going crazy too insane with the nerfs here, unless it's like a infinite or a crazy bug that's breaking the game, and I like that. I do want to see buffs, more buffs to the other characters, and it seems like patch 3 will be exactly that, as they say, in the coming weeks, and very soon in the near future, we're going to be seeing a lot more of that. And shout out to Player First Games. They even reiterate as much here, saying that keep in mind they'll be having larger focus on character balance going forward in an upcoming patch in the future. And then shout out to Tony. Tony said there is a known issue that causes longer input buffers than expected on some attacks. So there you go, guys. A lot of people had a theory about this. This actually is a thing. We have a fix ready and are testing to get this fix out ASAP. I hope it's within the next patch. People aren't crazy. You're actually feeling that input buffer. It's a longer input buffer, and this will ultimately also help speed up combat in a lot of ways too. I'm happy for this. I hope we see it sooner than later though. And he says right here, they are soon adding the input buffer setting. We just got to wait on it a little bit more, guys. And there you go, guys. That is the patch 1.02 patch notes. There's going to be more coming, hopefully sooner than later. Velma's getting some well-deserved love, and some of the stronger characters like Gizmo, Wonder Woman, Harley, Joker are getting tweaks, and they're going to make things a little bit better. Shaggy, though, I kind of was hoping that the neutral air attack would have been fixed in this one. That is not the case. The character's still very usable. He still kills early. He still deals a lot of crazy damage. He just has a lot of less consistent forms of damage with his aerial neutral attack not being there. And now his ground side attack, you can't jump cancel it anymore. Kind of a big rip for me because I learned how to do it. But all in all, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of these patches. What more do you want to see? Let us know. Sound off in the comments below so we can actually get a discussion going and get these fixes done ASAP. But I also want to hear what you guys think about these current ones that they've implemented so far, and what do you hope to see in the future. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new. More MultiVersus videos are on the way and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ, and thanks for watching.